So for this specific system, we have 2x plus 3y is equal to -1, and we have 3x minus 2y is equal to a positive 18. So step one here, what we want to do is we want to get one of the variables with opposite signs. So they eliminate. And additionally, you want them to have the same value, just opposite signs. So let's go ahead and try to do the elimination method on this specific system. So let's see what we can do as far as elimination. Well, it might be useful as we see that we have opposite signs here. What would happen if we multiplied the top by a 2 and then the bottom by a 3? Well, we'd get a positive 6 and then a negative 6, which would cause our y values to cancel out. So let's go ahead and try to do that. So I'm going to go ahead, in order to get that 6, we need to multiply the top equation by a 2, and we need to multiply that bottom equation by a 3. So multiplying by each individual element, we should get 4x plus a 6y, so plus 6y is equal to a -2, and additionally that bottom equation is going to go ahead and be a 9x, and then finally minus 6y, and that's going to be equal to a positive 54. So if you notice, what's going to happen to our 6x's or 6y's, they're going to go ahead and cancel out. So we can cancel those out, and basically you can go ahead and add what is left over. So this will be our step 2 here. So step 2 says to eliminate and add, in this case, our variables and our constants. So let's go ahead and perform step 2 here. So if we go ahead and add these up, add the 9x and the 4x, and then add the -2 and the 54, let's see what that will give us. So that will get us a positive 13x equal to a positive 52. So all we need to do now in order to solve for x is divide both sides by this 13. So x is going to be equal to a positive 4. So now that we found our x value, similar to our previous problem where we got our y value, we need to solve for our other variable, which is going to be y. So let's go ahead and perform step 3. Step 3. And it says to plug in one of the originals to solve for our other variable. Okay, so in this case, we can go ahead and plug it into either one of the original equations, but for this example, let's go ahead and plug it into our original equation of the, in this case, the 2x plus the 3y equal to a -1, and go ahead and try to figure out what our y value is going to be. So we know that x is equal to a positive 4, so we can go ahead and take the 2 and multiply it by 4 plus a 3y, and that's going to be equal to a -1. Let's go ahead and simplify here. So an 8 plus 3y is equal to a -1, and we can subtract the 8 over to the right hand side, leaving us with a positive 3y is equal to a -9. Go ahead and divide by a 3. So that should get you a y is equal to a -3, as well as the x is equal to a positive 4. So what is our point here? Well, we can go ahead and put it in our solution set. So we have an x of 4 and then a y is equal to a -3. Additional information we can note about this is that the system is consistent. So we can go ahead and say consistent. Additionally, we can say that it is independent.